Hey, what's up guys? All right, so we're back today with another iPhone setup. This one in particular is designed for podcasting. So I'm going to break down these elements and talk about how this all works together. And everything that you see here, I'll put links in the description below. Let's go ahead and kick this off. Starting on the left-hand side, we've got the ATR 2100. This is an Audio-Technica dynamic microphone. It's both USB and XLR. But in this particular case, the important thing is the USB because we're going to use that with the iPhone. So we need that. Along with it, we just have a basic wind foam, actually a foam, whatever you call these things, to cut down the plosives, the P's, the popping, to kill that so that that doesn't end up in your podcast. And then what we've got as well is a Movo shock mount. This is actually designed for a Zoom H1. It's got a flash bracket over here, which comes in handy in a quarter mount on the bottom. But this will cut down any handling noise because it's going to be all put together. So we want to make sure that we can get rid of any, or minimize anyways, the handling noise. Right here we have the Tieless or Tieless Grip. This is what's going to actually hold the phone. It's got a flash bracket on the top, or a cold shoe mount, and it's got a quarter thread on the bottom as well. On the right of that, we have the Oben TT100. This is a tabletop tripod. So the legs, this is made out of aluminum, I believe, but it's lightweight. I mean, it's fairly lightweight. It's heavier than plastic. But what we really want here is the adjustable ball head that pivots 90 degrees. We want this so that we can adjust the phone and the angle of the microphone. And then we want the removable ball head so we can actually add some height to it so we can get the microphone up closer to our mouth so that when we're speaking into it, it's at a more reasonable height. And then here on what I have here is the Vivitar power bank. So this is a USB battery with a quarter thread on the bottom and another male quarter on the top, and then the USB power supply on the inside. And I believe this is a 4,000 milliamp battery. And then on the right, we just have the cables and the adapters that you need to run this whole setup. This is a Lightning to USB 3 camera adapter. This is a USB to, I believe, type, I'm not sure. It's not a micro, it's type A or B, which goes into the ATR 2100. And then a USB Lightning, short little Lightning cable. So let's take a look at this and we'll put it all together and see what it looks like and see what it sounds like. So what we want to do is probably start with the tabletop tripod. We want to go ahead and remove the head. Now when you buy this TT100, you get both of these. So you get the base as well as this particular head. So just keep in mind it's the TT100. There are other models like the TT50, I believe, that does not have a removable head, but this is the one you want. I think this retails for about 35 bucks. So take that apart. And then from here, you want to throw on the power bank. And again, this is going to give you some height on the microphone. So we'll go ahead and just set that up like that. These legs are nice because it provides a nice stable base. From here, we want to take that TT100 head and then screw that on top of here. And then we want to take the stylus mount and then add that to the top of this. All right, so what we have here is, and I'll show you a particular setup so you can kind of see. I'll rotate this around so you can get a feel for what this looks like when it's assembled. You can kind of see how the head works in terms of multiple positions here. For now, we're just going to kick it out to the left here on that side. All right, so from here, what we want to do is just go ahead and mount the phone. So the phone's mounted, and again, I'll rock this back just so you can kind of see what that looks like when it's mounted and kind of get a feel for how stable this is so far. So far so good. And then from here, what we want to do is take the ATR 2100. Now this microphone's pretty heavy. So what I want to actually demonstrate is how much weight this particular tabletop tripod can hold. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the end of this and then crank that down and then pretty much have your kind of base setup here. So this is kind of what we're working with. This is, you know, the ATR 2100 on the left. You've got the phone, you've got the stylus mount holding it, you've got the base down here, and then it's all adjustable. So if you wanted to, you know, kick this out the other way or turn this around or actually run this way, you could do that. But the reason I have it set up this way is because if you have notes on your phone, for instance, if you're running notes, or something like that, then you can just read off the notes. Like if you have an outline for your podcast, or something like that, you can kind of just scroll through here, read notes, create stuff on the fly, and then have it all portrait style. So now all we need to do is power this particular setup, and powering is pretty straightforward. So all we need to do is take the USB cable and then plug that into the back of the power bank. And then we take the other end of the microphone, or other end of the USB cable, and plug that into the microphone. And then all we need to do is plug this into the phone. And that's the setup. So now you've got power. You can see that the ATR 2100 is powered. There's a blue LED here. You've got your portrait style screen so you can read notes. It's at a reasonable height, so you can adjust this. Basically, if you're sitting down at a tabletop, this is almost level with your mouth. So, it's great for that. And then at the same time, you're using a USB 3 camera adapter with a power bank, so you don't have to worry about running out of juice. So you've always got battery power. And this whole kit is kind of everything that you need to do to get going with a podcast on the road. All right, so I figured the most important part of this whole video is how it actually sounds. This is an iPhone rig designed to be set up specifically for podcasting, and this is more or less what you'll get out of this kit. The ATR 2100, it's a couple inches from my mouth. It's here sitting on the desk in front of me, and you're just watching me break down the kit so you can get a feel for how portable this is, how small of a kit it is that you can just kind of throw it in a bag. Take it wherever you need to go, have power where you need to. It's portable, small, and all that good stuff. The thing that I didn't mention in the video is that you can run headphones with this setup. If you have an iPhone 7 with no headphone jack, you just use the ATR 2100 headphone port, or you can also use if you have an iPhone 6 or lower, just use that headphone jack. But this is the kit. This is kind of everything that's used to produce this sound. And if you like that and you like the video, rate the video, like it, subscribe for more in the future, and thanks for watching.